This is the Milwaukee Fuel 18 volt cordless angle grinder. This is actually the brushless version. The model number on this is the CAG 125X. This works on the M18 platform of batteries, and this is quite a good angle grinder, but it does have a couple of things which can be annoying. So we're going to take a look at this in more detail, and then we're going to use it on a couple of jobs and see just how well it performs. I actually bought this naked from a seller on eBay, and it was £180 delivered. I then had to buy an additional battery, which I think cost about £70. So the reason why I had to buy that battery is because I took this into work and I tried it using my existing M18 batteries, and the grinder would not work well at all. And it was at that point that I actually thought that the grinder was faulty, but it wasn't. It just doesn't like some older batteries. So that is something to consider. If you have older batteries and you try using it on this grinder, you may get a few problems. So this is very lightweight and it is quite well designed. You can grip it quite easily and comfortably. The hand grip is anti-vibration, and that can be moved from one side of the machine to the other for left or right handed use. This will actually take the larger 125mm or 5-inch discs, and that can be very helpful in certain situations. Although you only get a couple of millimetre of extra cut, it can save you a lot of trouble. So a 5-inch is often better than a 4.5-inch. This does come with a spindle lock, so you can press that button in, it will lock the spindle so that you can change the disc. The guard on this is very good. You can just press that lever. Once you press the lever in, you can then rotate the guard round and it will lock positively into certain positions. So if you need to go from left or right handed use, it is very easy to rotate the guard. I'll just show you how easy it is to put a disc on. We'll simply remove that flange nut, put the disc on there, and put the nut back on. And then to lock that, we simply press that button and turn the flange nut, and that will lock it. You do get a pin wrench with this, and that is specifically that kind of shape so that you can use it on wire brushes, I believe. This does have a safety feature in that if you have the grinder switched on and you insert the battery, it won't actually work. So you do actually have to switch it off, and then you can switch the grinder on. You do also get a spur cover, which can simply be flicked off. It's a bit difficult with gloves on. And you can give that a clean and put it back, or you do get a spare one with it. So like I say, I have been using this at work, and most of the time it is okay, but if you put too much pressure on the machine, it does have a tendency to stop, and that can be a bit of a pain on some jobs, but apparently that is to protect the machine. But it is very annoying when you are doing certain jobs. I do have an 18 volt DeWalt grinder, very similar to this, although it's not brushless, and that does not do that. It just carries on and it may stall, etc. But this, it actually stops the machine and you actually have to switch it off and switch it back on again, which can be a bit of a pain. I'm now going to see how many cuts this can do on a 3/4 inch UNC bolt using a 5 amp hour battery. Before doing this, I will be wearing safety glasses, hearing protection, dust mask and a full face visor. For all those people that think that I go overboard with the PPE, just look at how much the garage fills up with smoke and atomised particles from the abrasive discs that are being atomised during use. In previous videos, I have tested out brushed 18 volt angle grinders from Bosch and DeWalt, and they performed really well. If you're wondering why I wear a dust mask now when I'm using a grinder, it's because if you don't, you're going to end up breathing in all of those particulates, which you really don't want to do. So that's the M18 CAG 125X angle grinder. It is a very good grinder and I am very impressed with it, but it is a little bit problematic when you use some older batteries. It can be a bit of a pain, and also the fact that it does tend to switch off if you try to do too much with it. But apart from that, it's absolutely fantastic. It's very comfortable to hold and you can use it for long periods of time with no problems at all. I hope you found this video useful. If you have and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel.